Hello, Scary Dolls.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Andy.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Caro.
And you're listening to Scary Not Scary Podcast.
Podcast. Why are you recording me? Oh my God. Am
I was
famous?
recording myself.
Oh, okay.
I was just throwing you off.
I was like, ooh. Excuse me.
So this episode is coming out on October 3rd. So It is officially, well, it's been spooky season, I think.
Yeah.
But it's officially October.
It's Spooktober.
How did you call it the last time? Spooky-OOKY-DOOKIE.
Oh, what? Welcome to the Spooky-OOKY-DOOKIE.
Oh my gosh.
I love October, and I can't wait to see all the 7-foot skeletons that everybody bought.
Oh my God.
I thought
Those
it
are
was
so
12.
cool.
Is it 12 foot?
It's 12 feet.
Oh, really?
It's 12 feet.
Oh, damn.
12 feet.
12 feet. You know, Brooke bought 2 of them.
Lucky.
Our
My
friend-
boss bought 5. I don't know why she needs 5, but go girl.
She's
Go
creating a army.
Uh-huh.
I want one so bad. It would like
Same.
stand over my house. I would just have it like lean on my house. Like,
I think I would get one, but like leave it out all year and like dress it up for like
Each
like
holiday.
on Christmas. I'll put a hat on
so
it.
cool.
And, like,
I would totally do that
bunny
too.
ears for Easter.
Do it.
Whatever Easter's.
If only. How
Those
much are
things
they?
are
Like
cool.
$400?
Yeah, they're like $3.99 or something.
Yeah.
Take Afterpay.
Home Depot, y'all take Afterpay.
Or Klarna. How about Klarna?
What's
For
the other
easy
one?
payments. Quad pay.
Quad pay.
All queens of the quad pay. Queens of the split payments.
Hey, that seems
Awesome.
awesome.
Do y'all want to hear a funny story about quad?
What?
So there's one day after work, my mom calls me and my little sister's talking. And when she's on the phone, she puts her mouth really close, right? Not that it's an excuse. That's kind of an excuse. And she said, Mandy, what's a quad? But it sounded like she said, I don't know what I thought she said, but I was like, is that math?
Is that math?
A
I
quad.
was like, is that math? Because I don't do math. And I hear my dad, really? And my mom's laughing and laughing. She's like, she said a quad. I was like, oh, I thought it was math.
Wait, what's a quad?
Isn't it like a muscle?
Oh, like
Oh,
your
like
quads.
your quads.
Oh.
Your muscle. She was asking what it was.
I don't know why in my brain I thought croissant.
I was thinking like quad pay because you were talking about quad pay, and I was like,
Oh,
what?
wow.
it wasn't math.
Oh,
But the way
All
she
right.
asked it and like how it sounded, I was like, I don't know math. Like, don't ask me. You're calling the wrong person.
Wrong person.
Oh,
For real.
sorry. That was my iPad. My bad. Tim's gonna yell at me.
Sorry about it. Deal with it.
Deal with it.
Whoops! I need to get a new cover.
Yeah.
It's broken. My bad.
Ugh,
But yeah, so
I'm so
I
tired.
thought quad was math.
Well,
I mean, technically, you're not wrong.
yeah, that's true.
True, it is math because it's at me for easy payments. For easy
Four is
payments.
math.
Imagine if I said that for easy payments. My dad would have been so disappointed in me.
Oh. He's like,
I
you're
think
not
he
my
was
daughter.
already embarrassed.
Oh my gosh.
Your
And like
daddy's so
I remember my mom was asking me how much I owed on my car, and I told her, and she goes, well, how many more years is that? I was like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6. I don't do math, Mom. Don't ask me. And then my brother is in the background and he's laughing. I was like, see, that's why I told him, see, that's why you gotta learn math so you don't be like me where you don't know math when you're an adult.
I don't know
I don't
math.
know
I
math.
got my calculator wherever I go.
Mm-hmm. I have to calculate everything.
around the river.
Everything.
I mean, 2 times 2 in my calculator. Oh, it's 4.
Sometimes I use it just for
always do
confirmation.
that. Yes. Do you ever do that? I'm like, I know what 5 + 5 is, but I'm like, but just in case,
Let
I
me
want to put it
check.
in my
Hold up.
calculator.
Maybe I'm off 1 digit.
Maybe I've always been wrong. Maybe my whole life is a lie. Like, you don't know.
Oh my gosh.
So, you want to know another story?
Is
I
it
think I
funny or
told
is it
y'all.
scary?
It's not scary.
Okay, we're good.
I actually don't have really.
I have a scary story.
Oh, you do? You do have a scary story.
It was so weird, but you can go first.
Okay. Well, I think this is going to make y'all mad. It made me mad.
What?
So last Friday, so you know, the month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. I've been posting all over Facebook or whatever. So I bought, you know, the little pins I bought with Sabrina's face, and I put like the gold ribbon around it. Well, my little brother and sister wanted one, so I gave it to them. And so last Friday, my brother wore his pin to school. And my mom told him, are you sure you want to wear that? Like, you know how these little kids are? Like, I don't want them to say something to you and you get upset. No, Mom, it'll be fine. So he wore it. And then I'm at work and I get a phone call from Somerset ISD. And I'm like, okay, it's either Sophia or Tristan. Sure enough, it's my brother. It's the principal. She's trying to get a hold of my mom. She can't get a hold of her. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? Is he okay? Is there an emergency? She goes, Tristan's okay. He got into a fight.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God.
No.
So I was like, is he okay? What happened? And she was like, he's fine. We had the nurse look at him. He's just very emotional. He was wearing a pin that had a picture of his niece on it. And I was like, yeah, that's my daughter. She's like, she's so beautiful. I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah, you know, she has cancer, all this stuff. And then they're like, yeah, well, I guess one of the little boys was like, who's that? Ew, she's fat and ugly. And so my brother got upset and was like, that's my niece. She has cancer. And so they're like, well, she's still fat and ugly. So then, well, he said that she has cancer, but I don't know. So my brother said that he was just mad. So that little boy said my brother hit first. Tristan said, no, he hit first. But they got into like a full-on fight over the pin. And I was like, good, as you should. Because my baby's not ugly. Anyways.
Yeah.
So the principal, you know, to make it fair, was like, you know, I had both boys sit down. I had Tristan explain why he was wearing the pin. And the little boy said that he didn't know that it was like a cancer pin. So he apologized or whatever. So it was like a lesson learned on both their ends. But it's so funny. Not that that's funny. But when I called my mom, I was like, hey, Tristan got into a fight. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. She's like, why? And I told her, she's like, well, did he win?
Did he win though?
Also, what the fuck? Who's that little boy so I can beat his ass and his mom's?
So she's like, well, good. I'm glad that he beat him up. So then, you know, we tell my sister, Vanessa, who's 18, and she's like, well, good, as he should. I want to beat him up too.
Yeah.
So then my mom tells Sophia, which is our little sister, and she goes, good job, Tristan. Good job. So then my mom tells my dad, and he goes, well, who won?
Oh, my God.
Everyone's just like, well, who won?
Because it was, you know, like, I think anybody would have been raged, you know. I told the principal, I was like, you know, I think all of his emotions came from because it's been really hard. It's a lot to process. A lot's been going on. We didn't get not so good news the other day. I was like, so, you know, I think all that rage just like built up. Not that it's an excuse,
but still, yeah.
In my mind, I was like, I would have.
But I do the same, bro. Same.
Tristan, I want to see blood. I didn't train 10 years to act.
Yeah, so he's been on suspension. He goes back to school Wednesday.
And he better wear that pin.
So by the time this episode aired, he would have already been back to school. But
that's crazy. I mean, irregardless, like, she's a baby. Like, you don't call a baby
but you know,
fat and
like,
ugly.
kids are so
now.
stupid.
They're
so
That's
mean and
retarded.
insensitive. But you know what?
I fucking hate kids.
It's a lesson learned
mean.
on both their parts. It teaches him to like try to hold his rage, and then it teaches the other little boy like not to talk shit because you don't know what's going on in somebody else's life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Little shit. I'm gonna run him. I
I
told my mom,
he beat him up.
I want to find out where he lives, and I'm gonna run him over at the bus stop.
Oh, shit.
I was like, my baby's not fat, and she's pretty. She's beautiful.
Fuck no. Let me find out where that little boy's bitch ass mom lives.
I would like find the little kid and go up to him and be like, you're fat and ugly.
You're a dumb little bitch. Bitch. Me wearing my 16-ounce boxing gloves. What's up?
With your Crocs.
Crocs with no socks.
You put them in sport mode.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I put my Crocs on 4-wheel drive.
Oh my God.
Oh, hell no.
Love that.
I'm fighting a little motherfucking kid.
Okay, that was my story. You go now. Scare Ashley.
Oh, great.
It's not
Maybe
that
I should have let you
scary.
go, and then I should have said that story to make her feel better, but it's fine.
It's okay. I'm not going home by myself, so I'm good.
True.
Oh, true.
But you'll be alone tomorrow.
Nickelodeon with you.
That's his new nickname.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Oh.
So, okay.
What happened?
So, Saturday, I went to go to my cousin's house. And my cousin does nails. So she has this big kitchen. And I'm sitting in the corner because that's where she's doing my nails. She has like her little corner set up. And then as she's doing them, one of them just cracks off. And she's like...
Your nail?
Yeah, while she's doing it. She hadn't put the acrylic yet. So she's like, that's never happened. That's weird. And I'm like, yeah, that's weird. So she takes it off and she does it again, right? Whatever. Then she starts working on the other hand. 2 of them crack off. They just like pop, like crack off. And she's just like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, do you owe somebody a candle? Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, whoever like needs a candle, I've lit for them, whatever. Like, I don't owe anybody a candle. She's like, okay. She takes them off and starts doing my nails. So she was literally doing my nails for like 2 hours because of like, they would crack. And so I'm like, that's so weird. So then she's doing my nails and then we hear the water faucet turn on. It's all like the water just like running. And I'm sitting there like, and she's doing my nails. And I'm like, did your kids come in here? She's like, nope, they're outside. And I'm like, so how did the water turn on? And she's just like, I don't know. So then she calls one of her kids. They come and they turn it off and then they leave. It's like, whatever. So then whatever, we're talking, having girl talk. She's still doing my nails. And then she had her nail tips next to her, but they were on the other side and she's doing my nails on the other side of the table. And then the nail tips just like, pop, they just fall off the table. And I'm like, she's like, you know what? She's like, you brought something. So I'm just, whenever you leave, take it with you. So I was like, all right, fine. And so when she was done doing my nails, I paid her and I felt like grilla or whatever. I was like, come on, kids, let's go. Because I was just like, I don't know what was there. I don't know what was going on, but they were making it hard for me to get my nails done. Just messing with us. Whatever
they didn't like
it was.
whatever color you were choosing.
It's black.
They were like, no.
Yeah. So my
It was grandma.
Yeah.
She's
so,
like, Mira,
get some pink. I'm like, Grandma, no, I don't like pink. But no, like it was just so hard to get my nails done. Like stuff kept happening.
So like she would glue on the
nail tip would
and then it would fall off?
Yeah, it would just, or crack in half.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like happening right before our eyes.
At first, and you know how hard like those tips are too. Like they're not like
at first
flimsy.
I was like, well, maybe it's like a reaction from the monomer or whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever stuff. She's like, dude, that has never happened to me. Like ever. And I'm just like,
sorry.
my bad. I'm a little haunted.
Whoops. Like, my bad. At first I thought when you said it cracked, I thought you meant like your fingernail cracked. And I was all, oh my God.
Oh no, that pain is horrible. No, like the actual nail tip cracked.
My gosh, that's weird. I mean, but they look good though right now.
Oh, thanks.
I like
but
them.
it took her like 2 hours because of that. She had to like take them off and do them again.
I was like literally going to say, ooh, let me go to your cousin. But after that, no. I'm
well, I took whatever that was. I took it with me. Because I asked her the next day. I went over. She's like, no, nothing happened.
Okay, maybe
I
I'll
was
go.
like, okay, cool. But yeah, that's what happened to me. My nails. What?
That is crazy.
Oh, I know. I thought I was
what
like,
happened?
Something
That
touched
is-
your leg.
Cat
No.
trick.
Is he here? Mm-mm. Oh.
No, she came and took him.
I got that on camera. Is he here?
Perfect.
The little cat hates me, I swear.
Ay, ay, ay.
So speaking of spooky, ooky, tooky, kooky.
We're gonna have to say that now all of October. I hope you know that.
Oh God! You know
The
where I
whole
got
October.
it from? I love watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and there's this one drag queen named Alyssa, and she did a Halloween episode. I have to show y'all. And she's like, "Welcome to the Spooky-OOKY-DOOKIE." She was just saying stuff that rhymed with spooky, like random shit, and I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. So that's why I say it sometimes. It just gets stuck to my head.
So speaking of Halloween, we are talking about Halloween.
Halloween.
Everything Halloween. It's really broad. So
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Halloween. So
My favorite.
my cousin yesterday, for your podcast, you need to get that song from Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween, and just have it playing the whole episode. I was like, just the whole episode of that song. He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we're gonna get
my
copyright. But just the whole episode.
Dude,
The whole episode.
you don't understand. That movie made me the emo queen I am today.
I think my sister is obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas.
Me too.
My youngest sister. Oh my god, she
Nightmare
loves
Before
it.
Christmas, Coraline, Corpse Bride. Those are my shit. Those are my jams. And
I
I
like
have a lot of
Hocus
people that
Pocus.
are like, "You like Coraline? Oh my god, it's so creepy." I'm like, "Bitch, your mom.
You're creepy. Your face is creepy.
Bitch, your mom. I grew up getting hit by a chancla. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm not scared of anything.
I grew up getting hit by a chuckle.
Yeah. I'm not scared of anything.
Same.
so you're gonna be very surprised about the topics that I picked for Halloween. Because it's completely out of my norm. And you would think because it's Halloween, I would pick like demons, ghosts, spirits, right?
Yeah.
But no, instead I'm talking about Halloween decorations gone wrong.
Ooh.
That's fun.
That happens to me all the time. I put up a decoration and it goes badly.
But it's not what you think.
Oh, damn. That's worse.
Done.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so in 2005, a 42-year-old woman in Delaware committed suicide by hanging herself from a tree across the street from a residential area. And her body was easily visible, and everybody passing by thought that she was a Halloween decoration.
No. Oh my God.
Even police officers were passing by her body thinking that she was a Halloween decoration.
Oh my
so
God.
I couldn't find like how they figured it out. I don't know if somebody went up to her and like they saw that, you know, it was a person or, you know, maybe the mailman or what. Like they didn't really go into detail in the article. But yeah, they assumed that she was a Halloween decoration. She was like swaying in the wind. And yeah. She was suspended 5 meters from the air.
Oh my God.
Or from the ground. So that's 15 feet
Oh, shit.
on a busy road. So people passing by were like, oh, cool. Look at that Halloween decoration right there.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a realistic ass decoration and
Crazy,
it's a real
right?
body.
Insane.
Oh my God.
So the second case that I have of a dead body mistaken for a decoration, this happened in October of 2016 in Ohio. Cops say the victim, Rebecca Cade, 31, had been severely beaten and was trying to run away. And as she climbed the fence, her sleeve got entangled in the barbs on top of the fence, and she ended up passing away dangling from there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it turns out she got into like some kind of altercation with Donnie. I can't say his last name. Donnie Kunchner Jr. He's 27. He was charged with 1 count of murder. Cops say that there was some kind of altercation that happened that day, and he grabbed a rock and beat her to death. They couldn't really pinpoint like their relationship or what kind, if they were like together, or if they were friends, or what happened. Like he really never came out and said it. But yeah, so how they found her body was there was some construction workers down the road, and everybody's like, "Oh, cool! Look at that Halloween decoration!" And she had like a sheet on top of her. And one of the construction workers went up to the fence and removed the sheet because he saw the blood.
Oh my
And
gosh.
saw that it was a real body and called the police.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine seeing that?
Horrible.
I think I
Ugh.
would be like traumatized.
I would.
I mean, I've
definitely.
seen dead bodies before, but
You have?
yes, but that's a story for another day.
Just got really dark. No, but your face. Story for another day. You like spaced
You looked
off.
into the distance
Yeah.
when you said that.
Oh god,
It's like your soul went to another realm when you said that.
it did.
God was gone.
I was gone, and
We
we
were
were
with-
kind of gone.
We were with Gada. I don't know who that is.
Oh gosh.
So this one, I named it Halloween Prank? Question mark.
Question mark?
So one night in Long Island, just before Halloween in 2014, a decapitated body laid in the street 5 feet away from a severed head. So many people that were passing by it thought that it was a Halloween prank because it was the day before Halloween. But the truth was far more disturbing. It turned out to be 35-year-old Derek Ward's mother. He decapitated his mother, Patricia, with the kitchen knife, carried her body and head out of the apartment, threw her in the street, and then went off and jumped in front of a commuting train and killed himself.
This motherfucker.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Insane, right?
How you gonna kill your mom and then kill yourself like a dumb fuck?
Why? Why would you do that?
I know.
What the fuck?
I don't even. First of all, what would bring you to kill your mother? Mm-hmm. No matter. I mean, I can think of many reasons. Not that, you know, like as far as like abuse, sexual abuse, stuff like that. Okay, not. I don't even know if I would kill her, but I get it. But apparently, he already had like mental issues. So in the article, I guess she was like taking care of him. He had just got off like the psych ward and all this stuff. They don't know if maybe he snapped or he wasn't taking his meds. Nobody's ever going to know what happened because the mom's dead and he's dead.
Damn, man.
Yeah. But I can't even, a kitchen knife. Can you imagine like how much
he had to like
strength he had to cut through that shit?
How much
like,
he had to like,
how does it like
putting his elbow grease in it?
Literally like the real life Michael
head.
Myers. That's what I thought of when I first read
At
that.
least get a machete, dude. Make it easier.
Damn.
A knife. Imagine if it was a butter knife.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Yeah. So this one is called, I named it Halloween Rampage, that happened here in our very own San Antonio, Texas.
Welcome to San Antonio, y'all.
So there's a Halloween party in San Antonio. It was in full force last year when a man dressed as Freddy Krueger showed up uninvited. There was like some kind of altercation that happened. Somebody was fighting and he decided to open fire to the crowd. He ended up shooting 5 people. Thankfully, nobody died. It was just like wounds that were easily taken care of. But he ran. Nobody knows who did it till this day. Yeah, he took off. He took off in the middle of like the chaos and like ran. So he was never caught.
And that was here in San Antonio?
Here in San Antonio.
Why did I never hear about that?
Yeah, so
when looking for it,
nobody knows what happened. Or nobody knows what happened to him. He just took off and ran.
Dude.
Insane, right?
I don't know why he had to use one
Here in
of
our
my
very
favorite
own San Antonio.
Welcome to Texas.
Welcome to Texas.
Dude. So my last one will probably make y'all mad because it kind of irritated me.
Oh, hell no. All right.
So this one, a North Dakota woman sparked rage among neighbors' parents after taking it upon herself to distribute fat letters to children she deemed overweight who turned up on her doorstep. She refused to give them candy and instead gave them a letter that said, "Happy Halloween and happy holidays, good neighbor. You are probably wondering why your child has this note. Have you ever heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child? I am disappointed in the village of Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo. Your child is, in my opinion, moderately obese and should not be consuming sugar and treats to extend some of the children of this Halloween season. My hope is that you will step up as a parent and ration candy this Halloween and not allow your child to continue this unhealthy eating habits. Thank you."
Bitch. Are you serious?
She distributed that letter to all the kids that she felt were obese and too fat to eat candy.
She really did say fuck them kids.
She did. She sure did say fuck them kids. Parents were pissed. So at first, parents thought it was a prank. But then when, you know, like it's a really tight, close-knit community that they were living in.
Did they find out who the bitch was?
Yeah, they found out who this bitch was. Parents actually called police and reported her to the HOA and everything. She, of course, didn't get arrested. She didn't get a fine. She just got like, hey, like you need to stop. But yeah, she called herself Cheryl. I don't think she gave like her actual name to the article.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I would be so pissed
How
off.
the hell do you do? First of all, when she said it takes a village, be like, you ain't part of that village. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, no.
So, in North Dakota State University assistant professor of clinical psychology, Dr. Katie Gordon told Valley News Live that the unsolicited fat letter could cause emotional problems for these kids instead of helping them with their weight issues. She said that having overweight or obese child should be a matter between the child's pediatrician and parents. And she also said, and I quote, "That's not something that someone can judge. The health of someone just by looking at them, I think, is the main thing. Even if a child is overweight, they might be very healthy because of what they eat and how they exercise. It's ineffective anyway because it's not likely to help the kid. It'll just make them get and fall into depression and like, you know, what do you call it? Like self-conscious issues and body image issues. And basically like this lady was just plucking with kids' emotions. Like, give my kid their candy.
That is so true because I was a chubby kid. Like when I was little and like growing up, I was like always chubby, right? So whenever I go over to like my cousin's house, she wasn't like that. So every single time I would go over, she would make me work out with her. Like saying I was fat without telling me I was fat. She'd be like, "Oh, let's go work out or let's do this. Look, like let's see how many push-ups we can do." And I'm like, why do you always gotta do that?
My grandma did that. My dad's mom, every time I would go over, she'd say, "Ay, mi gorda," and like always rub my stomach and like rub my back. And I had rows. Like I was, you know, I was a chubby kid too. But that's when I started like, I'm fat. Like I know what gorda means. And it's fat.
That's still my nickname to this day. Like in my Mexican household, everyone just calls me gorda. That's and my sister's flaca.
Yeah.
Stupid ass bitch. Some hoe. No, but really, if my kid would have gotten that letter, I would have gone to this bitch's house and be like, "Look, bitch, you want to die now? You wanna die now? You wanna die tomorrow? I'll fucking put arsenic in your throat
tomorrow.
I'll come back every night, motherfucker.
I'll kill you, make you clean up, bring you back to life, make you clean up the mess, and then kill you again.
And then, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shove a bunch of candy up your ass, you hoe."
That's a lot of lube.
No lube. Sorry, I get a little worked up.
Well, those are my stories.
You know what I just thought of when you said that? Be like, and not the bite-sized candies, the jumbo ones.
You know, I've been getting those king size up your ass, bitch. And down your throat without even opening the wrapper. Sorry, I get a little.
Hey, mommy.
I get mad.
Oh my god.
Oh, if I have a kid and someone calls my kid fat, be like, "Look, he's eating good."
I wouldn't have even called the police. I would have gone to her door, knocked on the door, and punched her right in the fucking face. Then I would take her whole bowl of candy and give it to my kid.
Yeah, and then get some scissors and stab her. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I would get a Ouija board, play the Ouija board in her house, and not say goodbye, and let all the demons come out of the Ouija board and hunt her for the rest of her life.
That's how you do it.
Or tie her up to a rocking chair, cut off each one of her toes one by one, and then cut off each one of her fingers, and then her nipples, and then shove them down her throat.
Okay, nobody get Gato mad because that's what she'll do.
I really want to watch somebody fuck with one of our kids, and like Tia Gato got you. Like she's gonna fuck you up.
She will be coming for your ass.
Hell no! I hate when people are fucked up. The kids.
Oh my god, that's cool.
She thought those are my babies. I'm the daddy.
Those are all my kids. I mean, I can't really have kids for real. Maybe one day I will, but for now, those are my kids. For now. Then when I have kids, I'll be like, "Y'all on your own, hoes."
I'm not paying child support no more.
I'm done with y'all.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so despite that, all the little people.
I am so worked up. I'm shaking.
I'm sorry. We're like, oh my god. I read it and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like somebody really took the time out of their fucking day, printed these letters, and then looked at each kid and fucking judged them. "Oh, I think you're fat. Here's this letter instead of candy." Can you imagine that poor baby like watching their friends get candy and then they get a piece of letter saying that they're too fat?
The funnest friggin' happiest night besides Christmas.
There's a man down the street from us. He passes out toothpaste and
Oh my God.
and toothbrushes.
No.
And then we found out he's a dentist. That's why he does it.
I mean, are they Halloween like toothbrushes though? I mean, at least
One time I got
cute toothbrushes.
One time when I was little, I got an apple and I went back and threw it at the lady's house. I want this shit, bitch. And I was in Southside, baby. Yeah.
Oh my
Same. Same.
Okay, so we all know that Halloween is celebrated on October 31st, and I think this year it's actually on a Sunday.
Yeah, it is. It's on a Sunday.
It's on a Sunday. That's so cool. Okay, anyways, so a lot of these traditions actually date back really, really far, back to the Celtic Festival of, don't judge me, Samhain. It's like some sort, sure, Samhain.
And it's Celtic. I'm just kidding.
Is it
Celtic.
Really? Celtic? Oh, sorry. Celtic Festival.
I learned that in history class.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Celtic Festival. Mm-hmm. So basically it was like people would light bonfires and they would wear costumes to ward off like ghosts. And it was basically like some sort of like crop festival. Like, so they would burn crops. They would like burn anything for like sacrifice. It was like for the gods kind of like, so they would have a good crop year and like all that kind of stuff. So that's basically where it originated from. And they would wear these costumes to ward off the ghosts and like bad luck and juju and all that kind of stuff. So then in the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as the time to honor all the saints. So it kind of like goes in stages. So first it was the Celtic Festival. Then in the 8th century, it was the honor all the saints. And then soon All Saints Day incorporated some of the traditions from the Celtic Festival. So they did like the costumes. They did like the bonfires or like things like that. So they started like kind of pulling from the Celtic Festival and putting it into their own. And then over time, it like started turning into what we know today as Halloween, where you do trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, all that kind of stuff. So going back to the 8th century, in the United Kingdom and Northern France, that day, November 1st, was supposed to mark like the end of summer. And that's when like the harvest year began. So like the cold winters back then would be really, really bad. And like people would die like from these winters. So the Celtics believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds and of the living and the dead became blurred. So that's where it's like, you know, nowadays they say like Halloween is like the night where souls can cross over and like all that kind of stuff.
When the veil is thin.
Yes, that's where this came from, because they believed that it was like blurred. So on the night of October 31st, they celebrated the Samhain, when it was believed that ghosts of the dead would return to Earth. And in addition to like, they would wear costumes to ward off the ghosts, but they would say that the ghosts, it reminded me of like, we always go back to Grilla all the time.
Grilla.
Because it said that in addition to causing trouble and damaging crops, the Celtics thought that the presence of the otherworldly spirits made it easier for the druids or Celtic priests to make predictions about the future. So basically like the ghosts are like Glida's kids, like they would go and like damage things. But then also too on that night, like if you would go to a priest, they could tell you your entire future. They could tell you when you would die. They would tell you like if you're going to have a good harvest year, if someone in your family is going to get sick. Like, so everyone believed that on that night specifically that anything was like possible, basically. So then after that, May 13th, 609 AD, Pope Boniface V, I think it is, dedicated the Pantheon in Rome to honor all Christian martyrs and the Catholic Feast of All Martyrs Day. So Pope Gregory III later expanded on that day and expanded the festival to include All Saints Day. So they kind of like, what's it called? Merged. There you go. Sorry.
What are you doing?
They merged. They merged too.
Titties.
Yeah. And then so in the 9th century after Pope Boniface and then after Pope Gregory III. So there was a lot of popes that like took this Celtic festival and like made it their own. So each pope made something different. And so over the years, it just kept getting added and added and added like to it. So then by the 9th century, then that's when the influence of Christianity came in. And Christianity has spread to the Celtic lands. And so in 1000 AD, the church made November 2nd as All Souls Day instead of November 1st. And that was the day, of course, honor the dead, all that kind of stuff. And they were thinking that the church was trying to attempt to clear out all of like Celtic influence over that land. But for some reason, just that festival stayed. Like every other thing Celtic wise left, but that festival like stayed, I guess, because they liked the festival and liked, you know, the costumes and like all that kind of stuff.
Because it's fun.
So then after that, it kind of stayed like that for a while. And then that's when, of course, Halloween became Halloween. Yes. It was actually, Halloween was more common in Maryland and the southern colonies back then. So that's where it started originating from. And basically, Halloween began to emerge. And the first celebration included play parties, which were public events held to celebrate the harvest. And neighbors would share stories of the dead and tell each other fortunes, dancing and singing. And that's when candy and food and stuff started coming in, like, to play. So they would tell ghost stories at these parties or these little festivals. And that's when it started becoming more and more of like a commercial kind of like, instead of a festival to ward off things, it became more of like a happy party, people getting together, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how Halloween became. But I have some fun facts.
I love Halloween.
So, did you know that more people, especially millennials, are buying costumes for their pets? 20% did so in 2018, up from 16% in 2017. So as the years go on, more and more people are buying costumes for their pets on Halloween.
Voodoo hates
he does
his costumes. He will like wiggle his way out.
Yeah, Benny doesn't like them either. I can't dress him in them. And then did you know that 1/4 of all the candy sold annually in the U.S. is purchased for Halloween? So Easter, it beats out Easter, it beats out Christmas. Any other holiday where you buy candy, Halloween tops it all every single year.
Fuck those other holidays.
And those are all my fun facts about Halloween. Like, I remember when I was little, like I see pictures of like my mom dressing me when I was up for Halloween. But the very first Halloween that I can like remember is we went to one of those like, what is it, trunk or treats? Like where people go and like they have like the candy in their trunk and stuff like that. But it was at a church. So when I was little, I thought like Halloween, like only church did Halloween. Because I went there like twice, like when I was little. So I thought it was like a church related like thing. Yeah. And then I thought it was weird because I was like, well, isn't like Halloween, like everyone's dressing up in costumes and stuff. And so I'm like, well, why is it a part of the church if it's Halloween? I was like, I don't get it. But I thought it was like a church related thing for Halloween.
When I was little, I would always feel bad for those kids. Like in school, you know how you're a kid and you do like Halloween activities, and there was these kids that would just be in the corner like, oh, we don't celebrate that. I'd be like, damn, sucks to be you, bitch. I'm having the time of my life. Come to the dark side.
I have some people in my family that are like that.
Come to the dark side.
They don't celebrate it?
They're
they
like
think it's
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and they don't
my
celebrate
uncle,
it.
I always feel bad because my aunt has this big old ranch, and like we all go and we each have like a car out and we'll go trick-or-treating. Like, y'all know my family, like it's crazy. Yeah. And then my little cousins are next door just watching. I'm like, no, dude, like let them come over. But then I'm like, fuck them kids. More candy for me.
Like she just doesn't want them to go, or
No, they're Christian.
oh,
So I don't know.
I get.
But I heard some Christians celebrate Halloween, so maybe they're just being mean and not letting their kids go celebrate with us.
Yeah.
Tim's grandparents go all out for Halloween.
And they're Christian.
His grandpa's a
See,
pastor.
so I think maybe just my uncle.
I think
will let
it's
us-
probably just certain people that maybe do that. I don't know.
yeah,
Like they're really like
devoted.
Yeah.
Hopelessly devoted
to you.
to you.
So one more other fun fact.
Yes.
It was Americans that created the trick-or-treating part of Halloween.
Well, at least they did some right. Nah, I'm just kidding. Woohoo! Only in America.
Only America.
All right, my turn, homegirls. Okay. Let me just start off by saying how much I love Halloween. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. This is not just my favorite holiday. This is my life. Like, I am obsessed. My fucking car looks like a pumpkin. I have Halloween tattoos. Like, I am so obsessed with Halloween. I don't understand. I don't understand where this came from.
She is, guys.
But I'm just
She is
super
Halloween.
obsessed. I am. Like, when it's Christmas, everyone's like, oh my God, Merry Christmas. I'm like,
I always remember we went to Hobby Lobby. You're like, I feel sick looking at all this Christmas shit. Can we leave? I'm like, okay, let's go.
and we did leave. I was that dramatic ass bitch and I got what I wanted. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so if you didn't know, one of my favorite things in this world are pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns. I'm sure y'all know I have a pumpkin tattoo. Lots of pumpkin tattoos. Anyway, so I am going to be talking about where jack-o'-lanterns originated from. Do y'all know from where? No?
No.
Tell me more.
This is the legend of Stingy Jack. Stingy Jack. So people have been making jack-o'-lanterns for centuries. The practice originated from an Irish myth about a man named Stingy Jack. So according to the story, Jack invited the devil to have a drink with him. Jack didn't want to pay for the drink because he was stingy and he was like a cheap ass. So he convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin. That way Jack could pay for the drinks and then the devil can turn himself back into himself, you know? But Jack decided to keep the coin. So when the devil turned himself into a coin, he put it in his pocket next to a silver cross, which prevented the devil from changing back to his original form.
What?
Jack eventually freed the devil under the condition that he wouldn't bother him for a year. He's like, okay, I'm going to let you go, but for a year, don't bother me. Don't do shit to me. So the devil was like, okay, fine. The next year, Jack again, he tricked the devil. I don't know how, but he tricked the devil into climbing a tree to pick a piece of fruit for him. While he was up there, Jack carved a cross onto the tree bark so the devil couldn't come down until the devil promised Jack not to bother him for 10 more years. So he was just bribing him for years. Anyway, soon after that, though, Jack died, and apparently God wouldn't let him up with him into heaven because, you know, he was such a bad person. And also the devil wouldn't let him into hell because of what he did. So he's all, fuck no. So he sent him off onto another world with only burning coal to light his way. So he was just sent into darkness. Jack ended up putting the piece of coal onto a carved turnip. So it used to be turnips, not pumpkins. And he has been roaming the earth with a turnip ever since. So then the Irish began to refer to this ghostly figure as Jack of the Lantern. And then it just turned into Jack-o'-lantern. So in Ireland and Scotland, people began to make their own versions of jack-o'-lanterns by having scary faces, carving scary faces into turnips or potatoes even, and then they would place them on their windows near the doors to frighten away wandering evil spirits. So that's why they put evil faces on them, because you put them out and it's supposed to ward off the evil spirits. Then also immigrants from these countries brought the tradition with them to the United States, and then they found out that pumpkins actually make better jack-o'-lanterns than turnips because turnips are so little. So that's how they became jack-o'-lanterns.
Cute.
Pumpkins.
What?
And I'm gonna show you guys a picture. I'll show you later, but a picture of the carved out turnip is actually terrifying. It's not as cute as a pumpkin.
I'm gonna look it up now.
No, look it up. Look. Carved turnip.
Turnip.
Okay, so now that we're talking about pumpkins, have you guys heard of the jack-o'-lantern?
Jack-o'-lantern?
What is that?
Did you see it? Let me see it. You see the little head? And it has teeth, dude. Like human-like teeth.
Oh my god.
What?
Look.
Ew! What the
Oh my god, I want to post this picture. It's so cute.
It looks gross.
It looks like one of those little shrunken heads.
It looks nothing like a jack-o'-lantern.
Groot.
Oh, it does. Oh, he's cute.
Baby Groot.
I like Baby Groot.
Look at his little teeth. Look at his little teeth.
He looks cute now when you think of Baby Groot.
Okay, now he's
It looks
cute.
like he's like this.
He's like, I don't like this food.
That like took me back. I choked on my spit.
It's because you don't expect it. It's so different.
It's weird.
So, okay, so the jack-o'-lantern is apparently this person that you summon, and he will grant you a Halloween wish, but you have to be careful what you wish for because he is evil. So on Halloween, you have to get a pumpkin and carve it, however you want to carve it, the face, whatever. But it has to be like late at night, like at midnight. Then you get a knife or something to like prick your finger with because you need to get blood. So you need to get blood, let the blood drip onto the carved pumpkin, and then you have to say a chant. So you have to say, through three-sided eyes, we see your face. Flickering candlelight, we do embrace. Jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern, show us your face. Bring us into your dark embrace. That's what you say. After you say this, the wind is supposed to get super strong, and then you just hear, "What is your wish?"
Oh, hell no.
Daddy. Oh my god. After that, I mean, he'll grant you your wish, but then you'll start seeing him everywhere. Like every Halloween, you'll see him. He'll appear everywhere. He'll follow you. That's all I heard. I never read anything bad about this. So you know what? This Halloween, I'm going to do it.
What if he's like following you around like, damn, would you hurry up and make your wish already? Like,
Oh,
hello.
yeah. Oh, I wish.
He's
for
not breaking your
$100.
nails.
He's like,
I know. So apparently he just looks like this super tall man wearing a jack-o'-lantern head, which
ew.
I think that's super cute.
That's cute.
Oh.
And then you carve him like.
How are we complete opposite?
But yeah.
It reminds me of what's the Pumpkinhead?
Yeah.
Cute.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
He's a cute.
Oh, hell no.
Or like
no.
Pumpkin Sam. Oh, he's so cute.
But you know what?
What's
I'm gonna be sad if I try to summon this and nothing happens.
He's on now, bitch.
I'll go.
He's like, you scare me, ho. I'm leaving.
You scare me. He's all, you too spooky.
You spooky-ooky-cookie.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, that's me super obsessed with pumpkins
Speaking of pumpkins.
and pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice.
I love pumpkin spice.
Me too. What?
Do we want to announce what we want to do with everybody this year for Halloween?
Oh my god, it would be
Yes!
so cute. Hey, listen up, hoes. It's very important.
Yes.
So this October, we want to host a pumpkin carving contest with our listeners.
Yay! Pumpkin carving.
I hope y'all are excited as we are.
I know, I'm
I'm
super excited. So basically what you can do is we're trying to figure out like all of the details, but we could probably either have them like submit pictures to us or we can do like our own hashtag on Instagram.
Both.
Yeah, we can do both.
Yeah.
I say
Why
both.
not?
I would say submit your pictures and then do like a hashtag or even like tag us on your picture on Instagram of your pumpkin carving.
Yes.
That would be
Oh my
cute.
god.
If
And
you end
I
up doing
love
that, you can do
pumpkins.
one or the other or both. Oh yeah, both, right?
Both, yeah.
Whatever you want.
We
Make
just
it
want to do
cute.
a pumpkin carving contest. We want to see everybody's creativity.
Yes.
And I'm
And
super excited.
it's not just gonna be like, oh, good, it looks nice.
No, we're gonna do first, second, and third prize winners.
Yes.
First, second, and third prize winners.
I can't spoke it today.
I can't speak it.
It's gonna be so much fun. I like carving pumpkins.
Be creative, be big, be bold, and be you.
And the winners will be announced on Halloween or the day before Halloween.
So we'll have you submit your final postings or photos on October 30th. So that way on Halloween, we can announce our winners.
Yeah.
So how we will announce
hunting.
is we can get your photos and put them on our Instagram.
Yes.
So cute.
And of
I'm
course, we'll tag
excited.
you
I'm
in there.
obsessed.
Yes, if
With
you end up
pumpkins.
submitting through our email, make sure you give us your Instagram name so we can tag you on Instagram.
Yes. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy. I'm
Me
so
too.
excited.
Obsessed.
I love it.
Obsessed.
And then I was gonna carve a pumpkin with Sophia. She's too little, but I'm gonna do it with her anyways.
I really want to carve a pumpkin, like a big one, and then put Jason inside of it.
Oh my god,
That is
do it. Yes.
Because he's so chunky.
It would be
He's
the
a little
cutest
chunky
thing
monkey.
ever.
And then I'll have him wear the Jason mask.
Well, you'll have kids. I'm gonna carve a pumpkin and stick my head in it.
Put voodoo in it.
He would hate me. I think he would hate me forever. Voodoo is very bougie.
Honestly, I think Sabrina will have fun, like with the mush inside the pumpkin, and she'll probably get it and throw it and make a mess.
She's like, look, Mom.
These
right in my
activities
eye.
have to be done
Or
outdoors.
How she did with the pasta where she just grabbed it.
Oh my
Stuck it on. She's gonna do that with the pumpkin.
exactly.
brain.
gosh.
That's gonna
How
be
exciting.
fun.
Oh my god. So now that it's gonna be Halloween, y'all need to play those little, I don't have kids, but I always wanted to, if I had kids by now, I would like scare them like that little, remember that story from the books that I like, the scary stories to read in the dark or something?
Oh.
And you'd be like, this is a man's eyeballs. And then it's like a dark, and then it's just two peeled grapes, and the kids are like, ew.
Oh yeah.
And then like, and these are his brains, and it's just like uncooked, like cooked spaghetti with no sauce. Like, y'all need to do that with your
I
kids.
love Halloween. I love Halloween, but then I don't like Halloween because, you know, people want to watch scary movies and stuff, and I'm like not about that life. So I like to give out candy though. That is my favorite part of Halloween because I love seeing all the little
My dad
children.
was so depressed last year because he couldn't give out candy. He
Aw,
loves Halloween. My dad
really?
loves Halloween.
That's
well
cute.
because November 1st is his birthday, so we always like have Halloween parties. We like go all out and like giving out candy. So like last year he was all sad.
Oh,
Stop, you're gonna make me cry.
So
you should have told me. I would have been like trick or treat.
so this year he's like, hey, so you gonna give out candy at your house? I'm like, well, you're gonna come give out candy? He's like, well, yeah, I live out in the ranch now. Like nobody's gonna be there. I was like, okay,
He's
come
all,
over and give out
duh.
candy.
He's all sad.
Oh,
He's all
that's
cute.
So I found this Halloween challenge that I want to share with y'all, if y'all don't mind, before we end.
Dude.
It's called 31 Days of Halloween Horror Challenge.
Oh, great.
And it's actually the 2021 version by Nightmare on Film Street. And basically, it's 31 days of watching horror movies. And it has like different genres. So it's like on October 1st, you're going to watch a reanimated horror movie or scary movie. Then October 2nd, you watch an 80s horror movie. And like you either take a picture and do like a Instagram, story or whatever on it. Almost like just checking off a list.
Yeah.
I really want to do that this year. So if y'all want to join me, I'm going to post it on our Instagram
Party.
and our Facebook VIP page.
I'll do the ones that aren't that scary.
Of course.
I can
course you
I
will.
can contribute
Oh my.
that way.
So for those of you that want to join me, I will be posting and we can keep each other updated. That's all.
That's all.
That's it.
That's it. So if you have any Halloween stories you want to submit for this month especially, and any encounter stories or just any stories in general, or if there's any topics you want us to cover for the month of October, send them to us at scarynotScaryPodcast@gmail.com. Follow our website, scarynotScaryPodcast.com. Follow us on all social media. At Scary Not Scary Podcasts. And make sure you rate and review us on iTunes, follow us on Spotify, download Podbean, and make sure you subscribe to us on Podbean. And follow our Patreon.
Yes, follow our
announced that last
Patreon.
episode.
We
I
did.
remembered.
Yay. Follow our Patreon.
Follow our Patreon.
And we can't wait to see your pumpkin carvings.
And we can't wait.
We can't wait.
We can't wait.
I can't wait.
We should make a pumpkin for the podcast and post it.
Oh yeah. One big pumpkin.
Yeah.
How cute.
Start brainstorming now.
Gato, you're the expert.
I got y'all. I show up with chainsaws and shit, right?
She's all, let's do this.
She's like,
roll
we're gonna do a 12-foot pumpkin.
It's about to go down.
I brought 300 pumpkins.
She's all, is that enough? Is that enough?
Are y'all okay? Let's carve my car. I'm just kidding.
Well, we can't wait to see everybody's submissions. We'll be making a post later with all the details we just went over in a formal post. And we love y'all. And until next time, remember to always stay scary.